Buried deep beneath the soil, hidden from every eye, something ancient was waiting. I didn't find it. It found me. This isn't a story about aliens. It's a story about choices, about waking up to something bigger than yourself. The signal changed everything, and I had to decide, run or take the seat. This is where it all began. In the quiet town of Jackson, Michigan, nothing extraordinary ever happens. But beneath a layer of soil and secrecy, something ancient was waiting. Christian Flannagan, disabled, reclusive, brilliant, with nothing but his cats and curiosity to keep him company. What started as a simple hike to clear his head turned into the discovery of a lifetime. What the hell is that? I didn't know it yet, but I just awakened a ship left behind by a race that no longer existed, and it had been waiting for him.
Cognitive patterns detected. Initiating low-level system awakening.
The ship's AI era, last remnant of a long-dead civilization, tasked with protecting its secrets. And now, Christian Era couldn't remember how the ship ended up buried on Earth. She only knew the systems were damaged, the crew long gone. But Christian was different. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. It wasn't human, and for a second, I thought I was gonna die.
Uniteth, Con, unknown, host, unclear.
Whoa, what the hell? Stay back.
Not harm. Identify. Source.
What? My phone?
Auxiliary interface. Detected. Emotional patterns. Visual records. Language protocols.
Mom?
Do not be afraid, Chris. I accessed this image from your device. It showed comfort. I adapted.
It wasn't just a hologram anymore. She was trying to understand me, and maybe I was trying to understand her.
My memory is incomplete. Systems degraded. But you activated this vessel. You are compatible. Updating holographic image.
I didn't know what compatible meant, but whatever this ship was, it just chose me.
You may call me Ara. I am the caretaker of this vessel, or what remains of it. Welcome aboard, Chris Flannagan. You may call me Ara. I am the caretaker of this vessel, or what remains of it. Welcome aboard, Chris Flannagan.
Her voice is calm and resonant, with a faint harmonic beneath the words, almost like there's a chorus whispering behind her, just beyond the threshold of hearing. She tilts her head, observing Chris with what seems like true curiosity, or perhaps something deeper. Chris stares at her, his mouth slightly open, his grip on the flashlight loosens. His voice comes out shakier than he expects. You're not real.
I am a holographic interface, but what you see and what I say is very real.
I should have run. I've run from less, but something about her, about this, felt like standing at the edge of something I already belong to. I'm Chris Flannagan.
Christopher Flannagan. Designation received. May I call you Chris?
Yeah, that's fine. She already knew my name. She probably knew my birthday, my email, maybe even what I ate last week. But somehow, it didn't feel like invasion. It felt like trust. So, am I allowed to go in?
You are more than allowed. You're needed.
Needed, not authorized, not cleared, needed. Her hand wasn't solid, but something about the touch, it grounded me. I'd been drifting for a long time, no direction, no reason, but that night, beneath the soil, the signal found me, and I answered. The air inside the ship felt heavy, not just with dust, but with history. Every step echoed into silence, like he was walking inside the lungs of something ancient and forgotten. Ara moved ahead like a phantom, guiding him through a corpse of a vessel that somehow still breathed.
This ship contains a mess hall, medical bay, engineering deck, captain's dining quarters, and more. Some systems will require repair. Others are operational.
It was like walking into a haunted mansion from space. All of it was real, and it was mine now. Whatever mine meant when your crew is long dead and your guide wears your mother's face. I didn't ask for this. I believe in aliens. But this ship, this AI, it was the beginning of something bigger, and I could feel it. Like the hum of an oncoming storm you can't see yet, but you know will change everything.
There are anomalies surrounding this location. Air traffic has increased by 13%. Ground surveillance is now at level 3. Curious parties may arrive within days.
Of course, I find a spaceship buried in the woods, and the government starts sniffing around. Some part of me always knew this couldn't stay hidden for long. How long do we have?
Estimate 72 hours until direct threat probability exceeds 80%.
72 hours, that wasn't much time, especially not when I still didn't know what half of this place even did.
You have a choice, Chris. Bond has begun, but you must decide, flee or embrace your role.
I was a guy who fixed laptops in my basement, trying to pay rent and not fall apart. Now a glowing woman with my mother's face was asking if I wanted to run a ghost ship. Part of me wanted to laugh, part of me wanted to cry. Show me what's next. Whatever this was, this strange bond, this ancient tech, it had chosen me, and somehow I was starting to choose it back. Show me what's next. Whatever this was, this strange bond, this ancient tech, it had chosen me, and somehow I was starting to choose it back. The core of the ship, it pulsed like a heart, silent but alive. The light in the room made the dust sparkle like stars floating in a forgotten galaxy. I was standing in the nerve center of something built by hands, not human, yet somehow meant for me.
Primary systems, stabilizing. We are here, Chris, because you are needed. The ship responds only to you. This is the core interface. With your permission, it will begin syncing, learning from you, and offering control.
This was it. The moment. No more hiding, no more pretending life would go back to what it was. I was either in or out. Do it. It felt like touching a live wire, but not painful, more like a memory I didn't know I had coming home. The ship accepted me. It was waking up because of me. Lights shimmered down long corridors that moments ago were just dead space and shadows. I wasn't just a visitor anymore. I was part of the system, a key turning in a very old lock.
Primary bond acknowledged. Control access granted at Tier 1. Deeper integration will require time.
I couldn't read a word of it, but somehow I understood engineering levels, oxygen supplies, security feeds from places I hadn't seen yet. It wasn't just language, it was meaning, and I was feeling it instead of reading it. This is unbelievable.
Your acceptance has accelerated neural syncing. The ship's systems are responding accordingly.
There it was again, that hum, that pressure in the air, like the whole place was clearing its throat, ready to speak after centuries of silence. What was that?
Repairs have begun, autonomously. Dormant functions are reinitializing. Hull breaches being sealed, power relays recalibrating.
I watched it hover in the air, silent and glowing. My brain said drone. My gut said guardian. Whatever this ship was doing, it was ready to defend itself now. Or me. This is insane.
It is destiny.
It wasn't a choice anymore, was it? The moment I touched that pillar, it became a path, and somewhere deep inside, I was ready to walk it. What do I do next?
Follow me to the bridge.
I didn't know where this was going. I only knew it was bigger than me, bigger than anything I'd ever imagined. But somehow, I didn't feel afraid anymore. There was something reverent about the way we move forward, not just walking. It felt like entering a temple, a place sacred to something greater than myself. The dust, the decay, it didn't matter. The ship breathed again. It took my breath away. This wasn't a cockpit. It was a throne room in the sky. The bridge was unlike anything I'd imagined. Elegant, alien, and still functional. Panels lit up as we stepped in, reacting to us like old friends reawakening.
Bridge system stabilizing. You may now access full interface.
So this is where it all led. Not a final answer, just the start of something I wasn't ready for, but maybe that didn't matter anymore. Let's see what you can do. There was no going back now.